Well, I made an announcement this morning in the general session that our next region conference was going to be in October of 2010, and I got voted down by my vice and chief of staff. And so apparently they have had so much fun this weekend doing this that we're going to do it again in October of 2009 instead. So in a year and a half, when we get together again, I would like to see 2 or 3 tables full of recognition for our members and what they do. Can we handle that? Sure. You bet we can. Okay. I would like to thank Colonel Hodgkins and Mr. Tynan for being here. We appreciate your travel from Maxwell Air Force Base to be here. You mean a lot to us, you do a lot for us, and we appreciate it. General Anderson, Colonel Chitwood, I'd like to thank you for the abuse that you gave me this weekend.
Welcome.
Don't mention it.
Don't mention it. Oh, I'll mention it again. Colonel Chitwood, I just want to remind you that in 2 weeks we'll be together again in Kansas with you. Okay? So I'm going to have time. Come on, but really, truly, I do want to thank both of you for being here. It's fantastic to have you here. And it's great to have each and every one of you here. And Colonel Peterson, thank you very much for what you do for the region also. If it wasn't for you and your staff, it'd be a lot tougher job for us to do things. There's one thing I want to leave you with, and it's something that I found on the internet, and I found it real interesting. And you know, we've gone through some kind of tough times in Civil Air Patrol in the North Central region. General Anderson thought that was a little bit of an understatement when I put in the welcome letter the other day. And I found something, and I was going to do it this morning, and I thought, no, I'll hold on. But I'm going to ask you right now, and I want you to think about it as I finish this story. Are you a carrot, an egg, or a coffee bean? Okay? I'm going to read this, and I want you to think while I'm doing it. A young woman went to her mother and told her about her life and how things were so hard for her. She did not know how she was going to make it and wanted to give up. She was tired of fighting and struggling. It seemed as one problem was solved, a new one arose. Her mother took her to the kitchen. She filled 3 pots of water and placed each on a high burner. Soon the pots came to a boil. In the first, she placed carrots. In the second, she placed eggs. In the last, she placed coffee. She let them sit and boil without saying a word. In about 20 minutes, she turned off the burners. She fished the carrots out and placed them in a bowl. She pulled the eggs out and placed them in a bowl. Then she ladled the coffee out and placed it in a bowl. Turning to her daughter, she asked, "Tell me what you see." "Carrots, eggs, and coffee," she replied. Her mother brought her closer and asked her to feel the carrots. She did and noted that they were soft. The mother then asked the daughter to take an egg and break it. After pulling off the shell, she observed a hard-boiled egg. Finally, the mother asked the daughter to sip the coffee. The daughter smiled. She said it tasted in a rich aroma. The daughter then asked, "What does it mean, Mother?" The mother explained that each of these objects had faced the same adversity, boiling water. Each reacted differently. The carrot went in strong, hard, and unrelenting. However, after being subjected to the boiling water, it softened and became weak. The egg had been fragile. Its thin outer shell had protected its liquid interior. But after sitting through the boiling water, its inside became hardened. The ground coffee beans were unique, however. After they were in the boiling water, they had changed the water. "Which are you?" she asked her daughter. "When adversity knocks on your door, how do you respond? Are you a carrot, an egg, or a coffee bean?" Think of this. Which am I? Am I the carrot that seems strong, but with pain and adversity? Do I wilt and become soft and lose my strength? Am I the egg that starts with a malleable heart, but changes with the heat? Do I have a fluid spirit that after a death, a breakup, a financial hardship, or some other trial, I will become hardened and stiff? Does my shell look the same, but on the inside, am I bitter and tough, with a stiff spirit and a hardened heart? Or am I like the coffee bean? The bean actually changes the hot water, the very circumstance that brings the pain. When the water gets hot, it releases the fragrance and the flavor. If you're like the bean, when things are at their worst, you get better and change the situation around you. When the hour is the darkest and trials are their greatest, do you elevate yourself to another level? How do you handle adversity? Are you a carrot, an egg, or a coffee bean? May you have enough happiness to make you sweet, enough trials to make you strong, enough sorrow to keep you human, and enough hope to make you happy. The happiest people don't necessarily have the best of everything. They just make the most of everything that comes along their way. The brightest future will always be based on a forgotten past. You can't go forward in life until you let go of your past failures and heartaches. When you were born, you were crying, and everyone around you was smiling. Live your life so at the end, you're the one who is smiling, and everyone around you is crying. You know, we think about all of the things that we've been through. And my question to you is, are you the carrot that wilts? Are you the egg that becomes hard inside? Or are you the coffee bean that's going to change the situation? May we all be coffee. Members of the North Central region and all of our friends that are here tonight, I thank you for everything that you do. God bless you. Good night.